So guys, it's David here, and it is currently day 425. So today when I woke up, I had only one plan, and that is to avoid coding and just be complacent, be lazy as shit. And I did. I went to the gym right away in the morning, trained to absolute failure, so I come back all fatigued and tired, ready to binge eat, ready to watch movies, and that is exactly what I did for the morning. And heck, in the afternoon, I even choose to fap twice. You heard me right. Giving to my lust, giving to all my human desires. But although I wanted to treat today as a rest day, as if I deserve it, I treated today as a means of self destruction. But for whatever reason, and I'm quite surprised, that my unconscious self dragged my ass up here and did the coding. Even though I was not planning to do the coding, but because that thing, right, coding to improve on my skills is what I know best to achieve my ambition and dreams, my own self was telling me, David, whatever you are doing right now, right, the TV, the food, although it may be fun, but it is not meaningful. And I really felt that. So I got up here today and I coded for 5 hours, which is, to you guys, it may not be a lot of time, but to me, this was a lot. This was a record breaking amount of time. Before I used to do 3 hours a day, and I had always contemplated the fact that I want to double the amount of time, but no matter what, I couldn't. But today, despite me starting my day off like an absolute loser, despite me starting my day off in defeat, and I had all the right reasons to not code, I had all the right reasons to not come up here and learn a skill that is picking my brain apart because I feel stupid when I'm left into my own to solve a bug. I had all the excuses and all the reasons to be lazy and say, oh, I watch porn, or I binge eat. So you know what? Let's just lay in defeat. Let's just lay here and do nothing about it. And quite frankly, and ironically, this was my whole idea of today, was to be an absolute loser because I had admitted and accepted this fact. But myself, like deep down within me, my spiritual self, was aware, and he did not allow myself to suffer. He could not bear to see himself suffer. So I came up here. Even though I was uncomfortable, even though I had consumed all the amount of food and calories that will give me brain fog, I still did it. Because all those were only an excuse. And no longer do I really have this appetite to feed into those excuses. They are no longer appealing to me. And what really fuels my emotional desire is to know that I am doing something that is going to put me ahead of myself today. And knowing that made me came up here today. Knowing that made me stop making those bad choices. Because this is what makes me feel good, guys. To have this choice and chase your dreams and what you believe in, to perhaps one day turn your idea into something real, that is the feeling I chase. Now, don't get me wrong, today was hard, right? I feel stupid learning how to code, like always. I totally feel stupid. Matter of fact, I had trouble just finding the folders I had created and how to actually delete and upload those folders from my local computer to GitHub. I had no idea how to do this. And so, short story to say, I feel like an absolute loser and failure. I feel so incompetent at learning the skill. But in a way, knowing that I have my inadequacies and my shortcomings gives me this eagerness to go and master this part of life, right? It gives me the sense of meaning to achieve this. Because I know if a skill can be learned, any skill can be learned, guys. If you take the time and you put in the effort, you can learn the skills. So this really isn't something I'm too worried about. But I guess really today what fascinated me is the fact that I had all the reasons to not do it today, but yet I still did. So to conclude today's video, if you find yourself in my position this morning, perhaps you have been making all the wrong choices up to this part and you have all the right reasons or perhaps excuses to delay your ambition till tomorrow. And I say, why would you do that? Why would you waste away this beautiful opportunity of today to make everything right? Because the longer you delay it off, it is not in hopes that things will get better or perhaps someone will hand you down everything in a silver platter, but rather you're only delaying your own chance of happiness. Your time to be happy starts now, really. Because the longer you delay it, it is inevitable that you are going to fill that time with more bad judgment. And that will accumulate. It'll make you feel less of a person. It'll bring down your courage. The thing is, if I did not fill my time up today with coding, then I perhaps would again turned on another movie to watch. Or perhaps I would have again binge ate. Or perhaps if I am that devilish, then I would perhaps fap 2 more times. That is the truth, because time will go on. And what you choose to do to make that time pass, it is what you know best to do. And perhaps even what you think is the most rewarding thing to do. So fear not to do something different with your time, because the moment you make that change, that is when your emotions starts to glide into that direction of where you want yourself to feel. So just don't delay things, guys. Don't delay things. And I know it is so tempting, so addictive to delay things till tomorrow, because every single day as we wake up, we feel like that we are given a new set of opportunities and we are animated in a way to feel new. But that feeling in the moment is nothing if you do and repeat the same thing as you did the day before. So, with that being said, I hope you guys had learned something from this, but if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then,